Having an old car, for sure you know this problem. It feels like you have thousands of keys, but actually you would like to have only one key fitting to your car. And the best is you choose the starter key, and as you see, the locks to the old cars, they are quite simple from their design. There are little tumblers in and a little cylinder, and if they are flush, then you can turn them in the lock. Yet if it looks like this one, it won't work. So you have to recode it so that the tumblers swap position till they are fitting and you can open your lock or turn the cylinder in the lock. How to do this you will see in the following video. It's actually quite easy. It's a little work with patience to be done. This cylinder is a new one. You can see it here in the background again. The parts you see in the front, they are from an old cylinder, and you see how I clean it first with rough sandpaper, and the white sandpaper you see afterwards is a bit smoother. Even with new tumblers, it's good to use sandpaper and to smoothen it a bit, since the tumblers are sometimes quite rough, and this might lead to problems later. So even the new parts you have to work a little on. Also, it's good to have other spares from the cylinder, although the cylinder itself often is not usable because the new cylinders often have smaller or thinner keys. So your starter key might not fit in them. This you have to test first, but it's not a problem since we still have the old cylinders, and from the new cylinders we only need some springs and the tumblers. Wash a bit the dirt off after you smoothened it, because dirt in a lock always leads to problems. It's also using the lock and the keys off, so probably clean this. Then you have also some little channels in the lock with the tumblers in, and other channels a bit thinner even, where there are springs in. They have to be cleaned too. As you can see, you need a little needle. You hardly see the needle here, but yeah, that's a nice tool to clean the little channels. And you feel also whether the springs are functioning, and if not, you have to pull them out and you put a new spring from the new lock in. That's not too difficult. Sometimes they even fall out on their own, in particular with the new locks there. You usually don't need to pull them out, only with the old ones, because they are like glued in sometimes with all the dirt from the decades. When you have done this, you test your cylinder in the lock. If it nicely twists, then you can fix your lock together. Only make sure you really make your recoding with the key you plan to use for the whole car. Otherwise you might end up still having two keys, one for the doors and one for starting the car. Sometimes you cannot even avoid this problem, but yeah, if it's avoidable, try to avoid it. Beside the mechanism for the door handle is also the mechanism to hold the cylinder in place so it doesn't slip out. And And if this is done, you basically can put the door handle back into the car. With other cars it might look a bit different, but the principle is usually really always the same, whether it's an old VW or like your old Mercedes bus or old G model. This is from the G model. Even the other cars, they might look a little different, but the system behind is always the same. This lock works. I was really happy with it. It was smooth. If you liked the video, subscribe and please leave a thumbs up.